afternoon. I'm Mai Rodriguez. Today on Newsfeed at noon, the Justice Department set to summon Vice President Sara Duterte over her assassination plot against President Bongbong Marcos. The Senate digging into supposed Chinese spies in the country as it resumes its probe into POGOs. President Marcos now in the United Arab Emirates for a working visit. And Gilas Pilipinas officially qualifies for the 2025 FIBA Asia Cup. Thanks for joining us. All eyes still on Vice President Sara Duterte as she's set to be summoned by the Justice Department over her kill plot against President Bongbong Marcos. The DOJ vows to apply the full force of the law, saying Duterte's statements are a serious threat. It adds it will be a very bad precedent if legal action is not taken. The DOJ also says they will use all government resources to find out the assassin whom the VP supposedly contracted to kill Marcos if she herself is assassinated.
The premeditated plot to assassinate the president, as declared by the self-confessed mastermind, will now face legal consequences. We are not leaving any stone unturned. We will take every effort to protect the president and to investigate everyone that could possibly be involved in this assassination plot of the three high-ranking officials of government.
As authorities investigate Duterte's remarks, the DOJ says social media platforms have agreed to preserve a copy of her Facebook Live video where she issued her statements. As political tensions run high, the Chief of the Armed Forces reminds soldiers to stay true to their oath to protect the Constitution. In a speech on Monday, AFP Chief of Staff General Romeo Bronner asked members of the military to remain professional.
Sinabi po natin that we vow to defend the Constitution of the Philippines. No? That means that we have to follow the chain of command. This also goes to say that we are loyal to the duly constituted authorities. No? Whoever that may be. No? Hindi po tayo loyal sa tao kundi sa posisyon.
The armed forces earlier dismissed as fake online posts claiming military troops from Davao were on their way to Manila to protect VP Sara Duterte. Former President Rodrigo Duterte, on the other hand, says only the military can provide an immediate solution should there be a breakdown in government. In a late-night press conference in Davao City, Duterte said redress for grievances against the government through the courts take time. The former president, however, said that while a coup or junta is an option for the military, soldiers can also simply opt to stop following orders.
Ibig ko sabihin ang military, well, it's an option sa military. One, they just can sit there sa upuan nila, doon sa bukid maglinis ng baril. Sabi lang sila na we are not anymore. Hindi na sila kudita yung magpunta yung tangki digira na. Sabihin lang nila na ayaw na namin yung laro ninyo. Out kami dyan. Kasi kung walang military, yung laro nila, wala na.
In other news, President Bongbong Marcos is now in the United Arab Emirates for a one-day working visit. He is expected to meet his counterpart, Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan. Marcos has assigned Executive Secretary Lucas Bersamin, Justice Chief Boying Remulla, and Agrarian Reform Secretary Conrado Estrella as caretakers of the country during his trip. Malacanang earlier said it has intensified security around Marcos following VP Sara Duterte's shocking revelation of an assassination plot. No region is safe from foreign interference from China. That revelation from the National Intelligence Coordinating Agency in today's Senate hearing on Philippine offshore gaming operations, or POGOs. Agatha Gregorio joins us on the line for an update. Agatha, what's happening?
Yes, Nika's Deputy Director General called the extent of influence and foreign interference from China pervasive, adding that initial briefings showed no region is exempt from this. But he says they have yet to determine if government officials are involved in Chinese espionage. Senator Risa Ontiveros also said that documented links of self-confessed spy Xia Zhejiang in the country were via the Cagayan Economic Zone Authority. CESA also confirmed that it issued visa for Xia back in 2014. Senators spoke to the cellmate of Xia, Wang Fugui, who appealed to the government to ensure the safety of Xia, who remains in a Thai prison. Wang says he's not even sure if Xia is still alive, adding that he could be experiencing torture as he was transferred to a tight prison facility where no one is allowed to contact him. Wang earlier said that Xia has confidential information on China and its foreign interference activities. The Foreign Affairs Department vowed to communicate with the Thai government on Xia's safety. But one of the key persons in the Senate investigation is not present today. Dismissed Bamban Mayor Alice Guo is absent as she has a court hearing scheduled at 8:30 in the morning. Mai?
Agatha, no Alice Guo today, but who else is present at the hearing?
That's right, Mai. There may be no Alice, but the other Guo, Sheila, also allegedly linked to POGOs, is Tony Yang, the brother of former presidential economic advisor Michael Yang, is also present. He has denied working for a foreign government. Ontiveros also said in her opening statement that Michael Yang is a key actor in Chinese intelligence operations in the country. Back to you, Mai.
And Agatha, did Nika say anything about reports of Alice Guo being a Chinese spy?
Mai, Nika confirmed that Guo is a, quote, agent of influence, meaning she uses her position to influence public opinion to produce results beneficial to the country whose services they benefit from. But the agency also said there is no law defining this yet, and so Ontiveros said this is a possible recommendation in their committee report. Nika adds they cannot call her a foreign intelligence agent officially yet, as this would need confirmation from the intelligence agency that supervised her.
All right, thank you for that report, Agatha Gregorio. A huge legal victory for Donald Trump. A U.S. judge dismissed the federal criminal case accusing Trump of trying to overturn his 2020 election defeat. This after Special Counsel Jack Smith moved to drop the case, citing a Justice Department policy against prosecuting a sitting president. The move puts an end to the federal effort to hold Trump criminally responsible for his attempts to stay in power that led to the January 2021 Capitol attack. Smith also moved to dismiss a separate case accusing Trump of illegally retaining classified documents when he left office. A ceasefire between Israel and Hezbollah now imminent. Reports say U.S. President Joe Biden and French President Emmanuel Macron are set to announce the truce soon. France earlier said talks on a ceasefire made significant progress. Israel's cabinet will also meet Tuesday with the approval of the truce likely on the agenda. Despite signs of a diplomatic breakthrough, Israel continues to pound Beirut with airstrikes. We're taking a break. Up ahead, 4 OVP officers elude detention after being granted a furlough by House lawmakers. That and more when Newsfeed at Noon returns. Stay with us.
We are giving spotlight with these innovative business enterprises that shares growth in our community. We're giving these entrepreneurs a chance to boost their business in the market.
We hope that we inspired you to embrace your passions and strive for your dreams.
Let's join Mai Rodriguez together with different entrepreneurs to know their stories and challenges. Pathways to Success, 11 a.m. on BNC, the Bilyonaryo News Channel.
This is The Scorecard, where you score the latest sports news and in-depth views. I'm Anton Rojas. The life on track of racing siblings Polo and Pauline Bautista.
TNT and management coach Chot Reyes brings us more Eureka moments. It is Yannick Sinner's year and the changing of the guards continue in tennis.
The NCAA and the UAAP, the battle for the last ticket to the Final Four continues. Scorecard tomorrow, where sports is our business and business is our sport, right here on the Bilyonaryo News Channel.
Isang oras ng makabuluhan at magulong talakayan. Pabayaan na lang natin silang lumubog, no?
Speaking of logic, Sec, ano yung
ay baguhin yung narrative.
bawat issue nga, may iba't ibang anggulo, may iba't ibang kwento, iba't ibang perspektibo. Mahal na tayong tatlo siguro.
Hindi rin.
Speaking of truth, salamat sa ating mga viewers ngayon.
Ito talaga mga kongresista na ito.
Dito lamang sa Cuatro Cardos!
You're back on Newsfeed at noon. 4 officers from the Office of the Vice President elude detention after promising to appear in the next House inquiry into the secret funds of the agency. Our reporter Zandro Ochona is monitoring developments at the House of Representatives, and he joins us now for an update. Zandro? Zandro?
Yes, Mai, for voluntarily appearing before the 7th hearing of the House Committee on Public Accounts, Chairman Representative Caraps Maduano moved to grant furlough to Lemuel Ortonio, Gina Acosta, Edward, and Sunshine Fajarda. Members of the House Committee on Good Government and Public Accountability who were present agreed on the motion unanimously. However, the furlough comes with a condition.
Just to remind the resource person that was granted furlough today's hearing.
That this is conditional.
With the commitment that he should be present in the next hearing, no, and tentatively that will be Friday.
Edward Fajarda, DepEd Special Disbursing Officer, detailed how he was able to withdraw with confidential funds from the Land Bank branch on DepEd compound and place the cash on 3 duffel bags. These bags were later turned over to a certain Dennis Nolasco, a security officer. When asked who gave him the authority to give the cash to Nolasco, Fajarda said it was the Vice President and Secretary Sara Duterte ordered him. Gina Acosta, OVP Special Disbursing Officer, also bared how the 125 million pesos was withdrawn from the Land Bank Shaw Boulevard branch. It was also Gina Acosta who said during the hearing that she knows a family with a Piatos family name in Davao City. To recall, a certain Mary Grace Piatos appeared on acknowledgement receipts submitted to state auditors in 2022. Mai.
Zandro, is the Vice President expected to attend the hearing on Friday?
Yes, before she was excused during the hearing, Vice President Sara Duterte promised to attend the next hearing. Mai.
All right, thank you for that report, Zandro Ochona. For more on the raging political tension in the country, we're now joined on the line by Congressman Dan Fernandez. Welcome to the show, Representative Fernandez.
Hi, good afternoon. Good afternoon, and to all the viewers.
Thank you for your time, Representative Fernandez. Now, first of all, what is your assessment of the recent revelations in the House hearing yesterday, looking into the OVP's confidential funds? Particularly, let's zero in first on the Special Disbursement Officer, Edward Fajardo, who revealed that he was able to withdraw 3 times 30+ million pesos, am I correct, in confidential funds, and revealed a certain Colonel Dennis Nolasco who received said funds. What is the connection, sir? Can you tell us more about who this Colonel Dennis Nolasco is?
So we were able to establish the release of 125 million per quarter from the land bank. And, basically, what they wanted to project was Attorney Zulaika Lopez was not involved in the confidential funds. But through the insistence of all the members who are asking the different resource persons, we were able to establish that Attorney Lopez was really involved in the confidential funds. Now, having said that, this special disbursement officer, Mr. Paharda, and at the same time also Gilas Costa, we have seen the connivance of all these personalities, including Mr. Ortonio, on the release of this 125 million per quarter. And the relation with Nolasco, who have executed the different plans for the confidential activities, we were able to see that they have given the money to this security group that was assigned to the Vice President. So basically, makikita mo yung takbo ng money that was released from the land bank and passing through to all these people.
So, is it safe to say that slowly na-establish nyo na yung money trail?
Yes. Ano na yun? Manifested na hearing. The land bank also said to us, that the money was really withdrawn, and it was accepted by Ortonio and Gina Costa, and then was delivered in the satellite office of Gina Costa as well. And according to Gina Costa, this money were given to those security that was assigned to the Vice President. We were asking for the acknowledgement receipts, precisely because si Gina Costa was given yung fidelity bond. Supposedly, dapat siya mag-release to the operation. And that's the reason why we're asking for the acknowledgement receipt from these security people.
Okay, speaking of acknowledgement receipts, one of the signatories there is a certain Mary Grace Piatos. Any word on who she is, or is she even real? What is your take on that, sir?
If you will recall, during the questioning kay Mr. Antonio, we asked him yung preparation ng letter of the explanation of the liquidation that was addressed to the COA. And in that letter that they have submitted to the COA, kasama din yung 2,000, ang tawag doon ay, I forgot the DRA, the receipts that have to be submitted to the COA. And one of those receipts that was signed include this fictitious name. We asked Gina Costa about the name of Piatos, and she told us that there is a certain name na Piatos doon sa Davao. But of course, that have to be validated as well. So those fictitious names that we were asking until now, hindi nila ma-prove na those people are in existence.
Okay, many things still up for validation now. Onto Zulaika Lopez. Kamusta na po ang kondisyon niya? I understand you extended the committee extended the contempt order from 5 to 10 days, but she is still confined in the hospital. Any word on when she can attend the House inquiry?
Actually, we were asking about the real condition of Zulaika Lopez. They have written a certificate of confinement, and they have put in the certificate na she was under, dito sa tinatawag na acute disorder, acute stress disorder. And we were like questioning, yung pong diagnosis, because parang ang dating is they always hiding or evading the invitation by trying to get a certificate from the different hospital. Nagiging bad precedent na yung actuations that they're trying to project every time that they wanted to be to evade yung participation in the hearing, they will be getting a certification coming from the doctors. And ako personally, what we wanted sana is to authorize all those certificates para makita natin po talaga that they have done this under oath. So, yun po yung ating gagawin sa susunod siguro, and we will be proposing that to the hearing.
Yes, I was going to ask you, since yesterday it was made clear that wala naman pong medical certificate na nagsasabi na she is not fit to attend the hearing. So in the absence of that, if her doctors are saying that she is fit to be released or to attend the next hearing, ano po ang next step? Where will she be confined? Because I understand there is still a transfer order for her to be sent to the Women's Correctional Facility.
Yeah, and that's the reason why we extended the citing her in contempt. Because we are not satisfied doon sa mga explanation doon sa kanilang certificate of confinement. Instead of having a certificate of her medical condition, we were able to get the certificate of confinement. But of course, that has to be discussed again by the committee. And at the same time, we have to discuss as well if those days that she was confined in the Veterans Hospital will also be considered as part of the 10-day ruling.
All right.
So we will be asking about the decision of the committee on that issue.
Okay, so many more things to ask you, Rep. Fernandez, but let's leave the OVP's confidential funds first for now, because I have to ask you as well about tomorrow's House hearing, the hearing of the Quad Committee, which you co-chair. So what will be the focus of the inquiry tomorrow?
So ang focus namin for tomorrow will be on illegal drugs, and we'll be also focusing on the POGOs. So there are certain issues that we have to handle tomorrow pertaining to the matrix, the drug matrix. Doon naman po sa POGO, we'll be handling the issue about the drugs entering our different, those personalities that enter our country, specifically on those legislation that were issued to those who are working in POGOs. And also, the alien employment certificates that are being issued by the DOLE and being validated by the immigration, and giving the non-G visa to these POGOs workers. And we'll be asking also as well kung bakit talaga nagbalon yung ating mga foreigners here that was issued a late registration certificate, and thereby issuing a passport for those Chinese personalities.
Okay, very quickly, sir, who can we expect to attend tomorrow?
Well, sa amin, sa illegal drugs, of course, PIDEA, and I think Tony Yang was also invited, and Jimmy Guban. I don't know yet the other personalities that will be inviting to, but those sa POGOs naman are the immigration, and also in sa, I think we have invited also the yung port natin doon sa Cagayan, where the POGO was raided by the PAOPF. So we will be also discussing as well siguro yung POGO that was apprehended doon sa Pasay. So we'll be discussing all those things.
Okay, final question. We have to go back, Rep. Fernandez, doon kay Colonel Dennis Nolasco. Just a quick update. Any effort or update on attempts to locate his whereabouts? May subpoena po ba siya?
Well, hindi pa namin siya malocate, exerting all effort to find out Colonel Nolasco. But I know that somehow lulutang din yan. Alam mo, hindi naman sila makakapagtago ng matagal dito, and they don't have to be afraid. The government will help them, but they will try to tell us all the truth.
All right, maraming salamat po. Thank you for your time, Representative Dan Fernandez. We're taking another break. Still to come, Gilas Pilipinas officially qualifies for the 2025 FIBA Asia Cup. Keep it here on Newsfeed at noon.
Ginalaw po kasi yung CCTV. Do you do that in PAO? The upper chamber was invaded.
You're putting me in a difficult spot. Well, I disagree with that. Hindi kami natutuwa sa
Thought baka fake news.
Laking problema nun.
Naging klaro ho ba sa inyo? May Davao Death Squad o wala?
There was an admission. Sinabi na niya yun.
They went there with one mission.
To kill.
We ask the questions, we tackle the issues, we clarify matters, and we get on point.
Good morning, I'm Paul Rosario. Welcome to Weather HQ. Today's headlines. Pito continues to move northwestward to west-northwestward today over the West Philippine Sea until it exits the Philippine Area of Responsibility.
Natatakot kaya nasa pag-prepare na po talaga.
28 injured and 5 missing in the aftermath of Typhoon Pepito. How far has your network reached with regards to providing clean water?
Many areas in the Philippines, water is still a huge challenge.
Whatever the weather, you're on BNC, the Bilyonaryo News Channel.
This is The Scorecard, where you score the latest sports news and in-depth views. I'm Anton Rojas.
Get ready, be prepared, get to the latest stories, updates, and reports about what's happening in the world of sports. Hosted by Anton Rojas.
The Scorecard, where sports is our business and business is our sport, right here.
The Scorecard on BNC, the Bilyonaryo News Channel.
Magandang gabi, ako si Corina Sanchez Rojas. Magandang gabi, ako po si Pinky Webb. Simulan na natin ang agenda.
Nasa radyo na, mapapanood, mapapakinggan.
94.7 FM.
Nahaharap ngayon ang Estados Unidos sa isa na namang 4 na taong Trump presidency.
Death squad rin yan.
Binawi niya yung sinabi niya.
Ing masalimuot ang buwan ng Oktubre para sa ilang bilyonaryo. Sa bawat issue may anggulo at ang balita may agenda. In the world of business, expansion is inevitable.
So I was a serial dater.
Not just a serial entrepreneur.
Yes.
You need fresh perspectives.
Different perspectives, different capabilities.
The sense of fulfillment, the sense of accomplishment. It's like you gave birth.
The relationships we have, how we treat our people, for me, that is the essence.
I'm Ces Orenia Drilon at ito ang Usapang Bilyonaryo.
You're still watching Newsfeed at noon. We have this just in. The National Bureau of Investigation now issuing a subpoena against Vice President Sara Duterte over her kill plot against President Bongbong Marcos. Don King Zarate is now on the line for the details. Don King, go ahead.
Alas 12 sakto ng tanghali nang dumating dito itong mga tauhan ng NBI sa opisina ni Vice President Sara Duterte dito sa Mandaluyong. Ito ay para isilbi ang subpoena kay VP Duterte para pagpaliwanagin kaugnay sa naging banta sa buhay nito laban kay Pangulong Ferdinand Marcos Jr., First Lady Lisa Araneta Marcos at kay House Speaker Martin Romualdez. Pinangunahan ni Richard Sison, Investigator Agent 4 ng NBI, ang pagsisilbi ng subpoena at sila ay nakabodycam. Kumuha ng clearance ang NBI bago nakapasok sa gusali kung saan andon ang opisina ni VP Duterte. Sa subpoena ng NBI, pinadadalo si VP Duterte sa tanggapan ng NBI sa November 29, araw ng Biyernes para magpaliwanag. Una nang sinabi ng Pangalawang Pangulo na handa siyang sumagot sa mga tanong ng NBI pero dapat handa rin silang sumagot sa mga itatanong nito. Ako si DK Zarate ng Abante Radio. Balik tayo, Mai.
Maraming salamat, Abante Radio reporter Don King Zarate. And before we go, Gilas Pilipinas has officially qualified for the FIBA Asia Cup next year. The men's national basketball team secured the outright berth after New Zealand beat Chinese Taipei on Monday. Gilas earlier preserved its pristine 4-0 record in the November window of the qualifiers after stunning New Zealand and Hong Kong. The Philippines has 2 more games lined up for the FIBA qualifiers in February. The FIBA Asia Cup tips off in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia, August 2025. And those are the news this hour. I'm Mai Rodriguez. Keep it here on BNC, the Bilyonaryo News Channel. Good afternoon.